Охотник до сказки.
Каждой сказки есть правда.
Who's next?
Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Reviews. Today I'm reviewing the final Sony superhero movie, Kraven the Hunter, starring Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven the Hunter, Ariana DeBose as Calypso, and as Kraven's father we have the guy who always seems to play superheroes' fathers, Russell Crowe. I don't know, like he's played Superman's father, he's played Zeus in the MCU, and now he's Kraven's father. I don't know. This guy just seems like he always likes to play everyone's dad. Anyway, so let's get into this movie. Spoiler warning if you haven't seen him in this movie. It's been out for a little while. I haven't been able to do this until now, but spoiler warning. So this movie, it starts off. Basically, it starts off where we have in Russia, we have Kraven going after breaking into a prison and killing a guy and then escaping, and then we get a flashback to 16 years earlier, of when he first got his powers. He and his brother, Dmitri, they were in school, and when their mother died, their father, he brought them to Ghana for a hunting trip, where Sergei, who later becomes Kraven, is attacked by a lion, and he is laying there dying, and then Calypso, young Calypso, she gives young Kraven, a potion that was made by her grandma, which heals her, and mixed with the blood from the lion and his own blood, he becomes like stronger and animalistic and heals him. And she gives him also a tarot card. And when he heals up, it's shown that his father actually killed the lion, and he calls his son weak for not being able to defend his younger brother. And then Kraven runs off, and he truly becomes Kraven. He runs off to like his own little sanctuary that was owned by his mom, that was in Russia, and that's when he truly becomes Kraven the Hunter, where he takes down and fights bad guys like drug lords, like his own father, and just other bad guys, and he has a very good connection with animals. So yeah, now we move on back to the present, where Kraven, he's visiting his brother for his birthday, and oh no, his brother got kidnapped by the Rhino, who actually is not in a robotic suit like in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and now it's shown that in London, Calypso, she is now a lawyer, and Kraven and her team up to try to track down the Rhino. First, he goes to Turkey to try to trick him and trap Kraven, but he survives. Then a guy using hypnosis called the Foreigner, who is also a Spider-Man villain, he agrees to team up with Rhino, and then Calypso and Kraven, they go back to Kraven's base or his hideout in Russia, and through a whole bunch of fights and action scenes.
And behold, hell followed with him.
Kraven and Calypso, they take down the Foreigner and the Rhino, and they save Dmitri. And it is actually teased. Kraven actually finds out that it was his father that actually leaked his identity to the Rhino, and then Kraven goes to talk to his dad, and then he actually takes all the ammo from Kraven, his father's gun, and then his father is mauled by a bear, and then a year later, It's revealed that Dimitri is now running his father's drug crime syndicate, and his brother is now the villain, the Chameleon, that's who he is in the comics. But yeah, and then Kraven gets the jacket the coat that he wears in the comics.
When the man comes around.
So, all in all, I mean, this movie, it's it's better than Madam Web, I'll say that, and Morbius, but yeah, it's a Sony Marvel movie. I'm happy at least it's the last one of these things. I mean, the actors, they played their characters as good as they can, I guess, but it's just, it's a Sony Marvel movie, so what can I say? The bar really isn't that high. I mean, I did have some fun with the movie. Like, the action sequences were pretty good. It's just, as I'm sure so many of us are now happy, maybe the something to do with Spider-Man universe is finally going to be done. But all in all, I would say I'd give this movie a C. It's still out to a degree, and I'm sure it's going to be on streaming somewhere. So, check it out, give it a chance, maybe. Maybe you'll like it more than me. And, yeah. So anyway, let's get into the next movie what we're going to be watching. This actually is the last movie of 2024 that I'm reviewing, even though it's technically 2025. Oh no. So it is a video game movie adaptation of a movie, and yeah, this is the third one of these movies.
Life's all about the choices we make. Remember to listen to your heart. You're gonna make the right choice when it matters the most.
One hedgehog to another. Who does your highlights?
The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you.
This ends now.
Our destiny awaits. You were right about one thing. This ends now.
So yeah, the next movie is Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and oh no, they gave Shadow a gun again. God help us all, and he's being played by John Wick, so this is gonna be fun. So yeah, tell me, what did you guys think of Kraven? Did you like it? Did you not even see it? Did you hate it like me? And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
It's over.
When the man comes around. When the man comes around.
Embrace who you really are, son.